Hello, good morning, Gary Champion, psychic medium once again. There, there's a there's a saying in Florida: "Don't mess with the mouse." Well, it's actually another word, but don't mess with the mouse. So, what does the governor of Florida do? Because Disney is an all-inclusive company. A lot of gays, lesbians, whatever, they all work there, and he's definitely anti that. And I'm not sure if that's his sentiment or not, or if he just thinks it'll get him elected because that's what Trump thinks. He wants to think like Trump where he can get elected. Trump's been in bad shape since he was elected. Maybe the most hated person in the world right now. He's a clown. He's a third-rate clown. But DeSantis has begun legislating away what's normal and imposing his own anti-gay, anti-abortion, anti-inclusion. Uh, that's his thing. And it's biting him in the butt. Not everybody believes that way. Uh, there was a saying, oh, yeah, and if you think doctors are going to want to locate to your state, better think again. Doctors have stated that they will not do their practices in a state which doesn't allow abortion. So don't mess with the mouse. Don't mess with doctors. Don't mess with gay people. Why? The world's. I thought we had evolved out of that. That we had evolved out of hating gays and lesbians and transgender people and what anybody that's different we tend to hate. I thought we'd evolved out of that. Apparently not. Well, Governor DeSantis hadn't. But don't. And his big thing is don't come to Florida if you're gay. Whew, that's 10% of the population anyway. And you throw in gays and lesbians and transgender people, it's a huge number of people you don't want. And then Disney decides they're not going to do the $1 billion expansion that they had planned on doing. Why? Well, who wants to be in a state that's not doesn't want them? They can pick that whole mess up and move it to another state. Believe me, other states are offering free land and everything just to get the you know thousands and thousands and thousands of people that they employ. So don't mess with a mouse. It's also a saying which I woke up hearing. I don't know why. It's not. It's something I know very well. I just heard it once. You can indict a ham sandwich. Prosecutors, with the state and the everything set up to be anti-gay, you can indict a ham sandwich. What are you going to do with it then? You can indict a ham sandwich for murder. Doesn't even have to be a ham sandwich. It could be a bologna sandwich, which means that once the ball starts rolling, and we've got the power, and we've seen how power corrupts at the national level. Well, this is at the state level. We've got the power, we've got the votes. We'll just hammer through and indict anybody we feel like indicting. You can pass laws, but they're not constitutional. You can pass anti-gay, anti-lesbian, anti-trans laws, but it's not constitutional. They won't stand up. What they'll do is succeed in driving people out of the state. He'll run for president, which is all he wants anyway. He wants to appear to be the tough guy where he can get votes. He won't win. Then where do you go from there? You screwed up as a governor, and you screwed up in the race for the presidential race. Where are you going to go from there? Lawn care maintenance, maybe. Don't mess with a mouse. Anybody that works in Florida, don't mess with the mouse. They're powerful. They have a room full of lawyers and lots of cash. They can fight things forever. But they chose not to. Well, they filed a suit against him, saying that he's weaponizing the political part of the state to prosecute them for what they believe is for no reason, really. It's illegal to weaponize the government, which we vote in. We, the people, vote in to attack us. Everybody loves Disney. I've been there lots of times. I love Disney. Would never say anything bad about it. But every company has problems. But theirs is, if they have any, I don't know, too much mouse makeup. I don't know. I've had nothing but wonderful times since I was there, and it was worth every penny I spent. So you can legislate anything. You get a bunch of like-minded lawyers and people who have been voted legislators in the state, and you get them in a room. They can legislate anything. They can make it illegal to walk on grass. They used to pass laws like no spitting on the sidewalk. You actually do time in jail. They threw you in the pokey for spitting on the sidewalk because people had to step in that. Anybody that got caught doing it could be just thrown in jail. So you can pass a silly law. Try making it effective. Try. Who are you going to find to enforce such a law? Don't say gay. Gay is everywhere. Don't say gay. Don't mess with a mouse, you idiot. Anyway, he's picked really bad enemies. He picks enemies where he can't win. He can't win against Disney. He's one person, and he's got his little group, his little cadre of like-minded screwballs together to legislate things. First of all, they're unconstitutional. You can't say don't say gay. Gays are part of the world. And if what we consider normal people were in the minority, they'd be doing it to them too. Don't say normal. Funny, 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 funny. You can legislate anything. Your state shrinks when you don't have lawyers. Then when lawyers leave, hospitals leave. When hospitals leave, administrators leave. When administrators leave, housing. You got too much housing now. It's a downward spiral. People aren't buying cars. They're not buying the gas in the state. They're not traveling. They're not eating sandwiches at roadside. Nothing happens. The mouse is the state. It's the biggest employer, the biggest piece of land. Um, why would you poke a sleeping dragon? Why would you stick him in the butt with something? Why would you do that? The answer is pretty simple. He wants to draw attention to himself. He wants his constituency to know which side he's on. I'm in the straight white, don't mess with me thing. I'm tough. No, the mouse is going to whip your ass just like they always do. And now they filed in court against you, which they can't help but win. There's no way they're not going to win it because you did exactly what they said you did. You weaponized the government to attack a private company. It's illegal. Can't do it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Ooh, there's another one. Don't mess with a mouse. You can indict a ham sandwich. You can legislate stuff, but it doesn't mean you should. Out here in the real world, we get along with everybody. We don't stop and ask somebody if they're gay or transgender or black or anything. We don't care. People are people. You strip away all the words you use to identify them. Gay, straight, lesbian. Oh, and then they did away. You can't have drag people at whatever, any weddings or anything. It's illegal now. Try and enforce that. Try and enforce it. You can grab them and throw them in jail, and they'll sue your ass, and you'll lose because you cannot identify a people and weaponize the government to exclude them. You can't do it. It's a hell. It's anti-American. Forget about against the laws. It's anti-American to do it. This afternoon, I'm going to interview a longtime friend, and he is an exceptional healer. And I've talked him into doing a Zoom with me, and I'll put that on the site. I'm very excited about it because he's an exceptional healer. He's one of those guys that didn't come along very often. And we were once friends, and we drifted apart, and we keep meeting each other. Every so many years, I run into him. He once rode a bicycle 50 miles to my apartment to deliver a beer to me. It was a long time ago. I don't drink anymore, but he rode a bicycle 50 miles and showed up. I said, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, I just thought I'd take a bike ride." "How long have you been riding?" 50 miles. "You got to do 50 miles back." "Yeah." Anyway, his name's Larry Porter. He's an exceptional healer. I hope to have an interview up about him this afternoon or tomorrow. Healers are wonderful people. Most mediums are wonderful people. Most people in this field are wonderful people. All the people that go on my YouTube site are wonderful people. I talk to them all the time. They're just a marvelous group of people. It's a wonderful career or group of people to associate yourself with. Anyway, no fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.